The 8th Jakarta Geopolitical Forum officially opened at the Ritz Carlton Kuningan, Jakarta. Organized by the Indonesian National Resilience Institute or Lemhanas, the forum brought together government officials, diplomats, academics, and industry leaders from various countries to discuss pressing maritime issues in the Indo-Pacific region. This year's tagline, Addressing Geo-Maritime Resilience Challenges in the Indo-Pacific, centers on navigating uncertain geopolitical situations and their associated risks and threats. For Indonesia, a key focus is the South China Sea.
The maritime domain does not belong to just one country. It is a shared space that is critical to the prosperity, security, and stability of all nations. This requires a commitment to security, stability, and shared prosperity in the region, especially in the maritime sector. In this context, Indonesia is proud to introduce the idea of Kawasan Nusantara, a concept rooted in our history. Is an archipelago nation, which emphasizes the importance of national resilience and the critical role of maritime power in securing our nation's future.
Combating transnational maritime crimes. As I've already mentioned, there are huge challenges of maritime-related crimes in the South China Sea, including the illegal and unreported fishing and human trafficking. This necessitates greater cooperation, including among maritime law enforcement in the region. There are already cooperation mechanisms among countries in the region, including policy dialogues and information sharing. Going forward, I think there is a need to gradually institutionalize and mobilize greater cooperation in combating these crimes in South China Sea.
Indonesia remains dedicated to fostering peace in maritime affairs, actively engaging in dialogues with different countries and playing a prominent role in ASEAN. And despite changes in presidential leadership and diplomatic styles, the nation's stance on maritime issues will remain consistent.
Yeah, in terms of style, I think there will be slightly, difference between Pak Jokowi and Pak Prabowo. And Pak Prabowo is very cosmopolitan. Yeah, he is an international gentleman who has been, very experienced. And Pak Jokowi is, he very much actually rely on the so-called the culture and do not want to offend, other countries and so on and so forth. It's very important to have a dialogue. That's the first one, engaging, all of the powers. And secondly, of course, we need to advance the so-called peace diplomacy. That's why Indonesia has been very active, in pushing, all of the peace agenda. And try to mediate, between all of the initiative, in the region, because as you have seen, there are a lot of initiative from the West, from China, from ASEAN, and so on and so forth. So the way Indonesia has to convince ASEAN, it should be always be in the middle of all of the constellation.
The 8th Jakarta Geopolitical Forum will continue on Thursday, extending its discussions over the two-day event. Andira Putri and Sri Rizky reporting for C Today.